friends, it's Amy at Doki Doki Forest. Welcome. I'm so glad you are here. Now today I thought I would share with you the Patreon rewards I created for February, for this month. And then we'll make a page in my Patreon journal here where each month I make a page using the digital rewards that I have created. So for this month, because we have Valentine's Day, at first I was thinking about characters like giving Valentines to each other and that sort of thing, and I thought, I could do a whole theme about love, but then I realized I actually wanted to make it more about messages for you, just something positive for us to read, a little bit of self-care, self-acceptance, positivity, just kind of words to remind us that we're doing really great, even when we're feeling like we're not doing too much. They're just kind of little pick-me-up sort of messages. So for this month, I have characters, and then I have little quotes next to them, and you can mix and match, and you can keep the quote with the character, or you can feel free to cut it up and mix it up and put them wherever you want. So if you would like to sign up for my Patreon, and I'll have the link down below, then this month, this is the digital kit you can download and print out. So we have this little dragon and elf snuggling, and it says, "I'm so happy that you exist." And then this porcupine saying, "Bit of a mess, but doing my best." And this little cat creature says, "It's okay to want to be alone and take time for yourself." Fuzzy guy up here saying, "Sending love to you." And these little guys say, "Become friends with yourself. You are enough and always have been. If it comes, let it. If it goes, let it. You turn into what you tune into." I took a walk in the woods and came out taller than the trees. Just let me be weird. As long as you're taking steps, you're getting somewhere. So there are all of this month's characters and quotes. And then I have the black and white sheet. This is like a coloring sheet. So you can print this out and you can color it with whatever sort of theme colors you want to have in your journal or in your collage or whatever you're working on. And then I created this background. I just wanted it to be kind of fun and bright and happy. So those are the rewards. So now what I'm going to do is I will cut out these. I'm going to leave the quote with them. So I'm going to cut all of these out, and then we will build a page using them. So I'll be right back. Okay, so everything is all cut out now. So we will just move those to the side for a moment. Let's get our journal and open up to, here we go. We'll move this right over here. And then we will figure out our background. And I like these flowers. Let's see, last month I did a top and bottom. I kind of was going to do that again, but maybe instead I'll kind of rip it and have it kind of coming up and around. Oh, I know what I can do. We're going to change it on the fly. I think I'm going to try to follow some of these swirly lines. Maybe have it go up through the page. So we'll do that and rip off the white here. And I think I want to try to have that come down like into a sort of a point, maybe like that. And then just have this like kind of like that and have it go through the page like this. And then we'll get some other swirls to go through as well. So yeah, you can print these out and have them go in whatever direction you like. And you can print them out in different sizes too. So they can fit any journal that you're working in. They could fit in like a Hobonichi, like A5 or A6 size. I mean, this is kind of a strange, this is like a very square. What is this? 6.5? Feels like it's a little bit over. Yeah, so it's like 6 3/4 by 6 3/4, something like that. So it's an odd size, but you can get anything to work. So I like this. I like this going across the page. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Let me just get my little book for gluing here. And yeah, so I was thinking about, as I was saying, Valentine's Day, and a lot of times Valentine's Day, it's about your partner, or it's about the kids, or kids giving Valentines to each other, or and I didn't want it to feel lonely. I wanted this month to also just be a celebration of you, and you can give a Valentine to yourself, and that's any time of year. Just give yourself a little reminder. Treat yourself like a best friend, or just give yourself the advice that you would give to somebody else, because a lot of times we're just so harsh on ourselves, and the things that we say to ourselves is not anything that you would say to a friend. So like this one here, like, become friends with yourself. So to me, one thing I could take away from that is, just making sure that when I have those voices in my head, the inner critic or whoever's speaking up at the moment, saying, oh, why are you even doing this? What's the point? Those kind of doubtful voices that we have, be your own best friend. Tell that voice to buzz off and give yourself some encouragement, Say something to yourself as if you were talking to a friend or a family member or a co-worker, or just anybody who would come to you and tell you something, about feeling bad about themselves or where they're at, and you would give them a listening ear, and you would be compassionate. Okay, so we have our background on. Now let's see what we have here. I'm just going to kind of place some things around. You are enough and always have been. Oh, I love this one. It's okay to want to be alone and take time for yourself. So self-care can be, sometimes you get invited to something, but you really just don't have the energy for it, and you feel like, oh, I should go, I was invited. But sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is to say no to something and to allow yourself that time to recharge. Oh, and I love this. Just let me be weird. It's like, hey, I'm just doing my thing over here. I'm not hurting anybody, but I might just be a little on the strange side, But just let me do my thing. Someone wants to color their hair, or get a tattoo, or draw something a certain way, or create something, just let them do their thing. And allow yourself to be weird too if you want to. Don't worry about what other people are going to think or say. You just have to be true to yourself. And this one is a little moth here. If it comes, let it. If it goes, let it. And that can be people too sometimes. Sometimes somebody will come into your life and then they go. Sometimes that's just the way it's meant to be. I'm going to put this little piece at the bottom here just to cover up. This corner feels a little bit bare down there. Because then if I put that right there, it's got a little something. Alright, so I think I am enjoying these. There's really no wrong way to place them. And then I left just a teeniest bit of writing space there. But I don't feel like I really need a lot of writing space, so that's okay. So let's glue these in. But yeah, so if you sign up this month, then this is the digital kit you can download. And then next month, there will be a different theme. So each month I come up with a theme, and then I draw some characters and at least one background. Sometimes I have more than one background, it depends. And then I always have a coloring sheet of the characters too, because I want you to be able to use the colors that speak to you. So if I'm using pastel, but you really want to use like bright colors, then go for it. Or if I'm using like blue tones, but you really wanted to use pink, then that way you have a lot of options and a lot of freedom to create however you want. Sometimes I place things and then as I go to glue it, by the time I'm back again, I'm like, where did I put that? I'm just gonna put it right there. And sometimes it winds up in a different spot, but then you might like it better than where it was originally. But yeah, just be sure to be good to yourself. That's really what this is all about. So rather than saying things like, you know, take a bath or whatever, which you certainly can do if that's how you relax, I wanted these to be messages of love and kindness to yourself. This page fills up pretty quick once you get everybody in here. Now next month is St. Patrick's Day, so I, of course, was thinking of leprechauns, but I'm not going to do all leprechauns. So my idea was that maybe I can create a bunch of characters that are all like maybe lucky symbols around the world. Lucky, I know there's Lucky Neko in Japan. What else is a lucky creature? I'm trying to think. I have to do some research and see. Maybe there's some magical creatures that are lucky, or maybe I'll make up my own magical creatures that are lucky. But yeah, if you know anything about magical creatures or animals, sorry, I was just dropping my book next to me. But if you know of any magical creatures, let me know in the comments. And these two colors match what I'm doing here. So let's see. I have a couple of these quotes that I didn't highlight, and you can go ahead and just add your own if you want, or you can leave them black and white. Oh, this purple came out way darker than I thought. I swear this wasn't that dark before. I must have another one. And you know what? If you do something like that and you don't like it, then you can always print that out again, or you can cover it up with something. Yeah, these are much darker than the other things below it. But maybe I'll just outline some of these things to bring in some more of this highlighter. Bring in a little more of it here and there, and then that way it won't look so out of place. Now see, this looks lighter to me. I don't know how that one just came out dark, but that's all right. And then you can even highlight some of the background where you're going to write. I think I'm going to make some hearts because this month is all about love, so put some hearts in here. And I can still write over them once this dries. There we go, and now we'll just add some writing over here, just a little bit, to talk about the theme. There we go, and I'm just outlining some of these. I wrote some words. I'm going to outline some of these just to kind of pull in my highlighter over here that I made so dark, so that way they kind of go together. I'm not going to do all of them, but just a little bit here and there. So I just wrote, this month is all about self-care, being gentle, kind, and loving to yourself. Treat yourself like you would a dear friend. And that's it, just very quick pages today. It's very easy to make pages with the kit. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. And until then, make sure you're very kind to yourself.